To God be the glory. Hello, I'm O.W. Prince, and this is your real illuminating moment. It's been a while since I just sat down and mused with you, but nevertheless, I'd like to share something with you that I was reminiscing about today. Some time ago, I was listening to Les Brown when he first came on the scene as a motivational speaker. One of his seminars included a saying that I'm not sure whether I'm quoting correctly, but this is what I took away from it. If you change the way that you think about things, the things that you think about will change. If you change your perspective, then your situation will also change. Everything about it changes because of the way you think. It reminds me, as a man thinketh, so is he. There is something to be said about that. I'd like to share something with you about that quote. It's something that I would like to phrase as life experience, and that quote's application to the life experience. Sometimes people who don't really know you, but they have good intentions towards you, they love you. They may say something that maybe didn't sit right with you, but before you jump down their throat, tap dance on their liver, and dare their hearts to beat, evaluate the cost of your response to that friendship. If it's not that important that you respond, don't. You could lose a friend. They may not have meant any harm. In their world, the way they were brought up, what they did may have been perfectly acceptable and even expected. We are not all raised the same in the same household with the same set of variables, rules, and guidelines. And that doesn't mean that one is better than the other. This is not a moral judgment. Some of my overly religious folks, this is not a moral judgment. This is a life observation. And we have to exercise humility because we don't know everything. And patience, because we need people to be patient with us also. And trust me, some things we have said that we thought were fine were not fine with other people. They gave us mercy. Have mercy on folk, and you might find out that you got a friend and not an enemy. You got a great, devoted lover and not a cheating, unfaithful, backstabbing pretender. Some of the people smiling at you can't stand your guts. And some of the people who telling you the truth about yourself love you to death and would give you their shirt off their backs and the last dollar in their pockets. But that's the way I see life. That doesn't mean it's wrong or right. I'm just sharing with you. I'm musing with you. And those friends I have, they know that we are telling the truth about one another because we have lived long enough to know who is for real and who is fake, who is still here with us, concerned about us, and who has, for some reason or another, and it's not personal. Sometimes it's just life. They have drifted away from us, but still they're in our hearts. And if they think of us, fine. If they don't, that's fine. It really doesn't matter. Of course, we miss them. That's a plus for us. That's not a weakness. That's a strength. Because that means the love of God is in you. See, God's love doesn't let us go. He looks beyond our faults and supplies our needs. And if we have that kind of love for one another, we wouldn't be so quick to think ill of one another when one of us says or does something that's not quite right in our eyes. It doesn't feel good. Like I try to live by. If you're right about it, you don't have to respond today. Hold off for a minute. It may clear itself up. It may explain itself. It may explain something that will help you understand what's being said and why it was being said, in what spirit, in what heart it was being said. That's what's important. Stop listening with the ears as much as you listen with your heart, and you will begin to change the way you see things. And the things you see will begin to change. To God be the glory. I'm O.W. Prince, and this has been your real illuminating moment. Keep looking up.